In this video, let's try and understand how can we value bonds. Now, to understand bond valuation, we can use time value of money. And the reason why we use time value of money, because if you think intuitively, any financial asset, including the bonds, is going to generate future cash flows, right? So it's going to generate dollars in the future, and we are trying to value these future dollar cash flows in today's terms. So the present value is the future value of all these dollars, but then because it's going to accrue in future, we are going to discount it. We are going to lower its value by a factor of 1 over 1 plus I to the power n. And if we have a given the present value of the dollars, we can always invest at the rate of I for n period to get the future dollars. So let's take an example. What should we pay for a price of a bond which is going to mature in 2 years, and it gives us a 8% coupon, given the fact that we want a 10% return, right? For the simplicity, we'll just assume that this is an annual coupon payment bond. Typically, it's semi-annual. And we'll also assume that the face value of the bond is $1,000. Now, so what should be the price that should we pay for this 2-year 8% coupon bond, given that we want a 10% return? So let's use a number line to pin down when are these cash flows going to occur, which will then allow us to value each of these cash flows in present value terms. Right? So in year 1, there is going to be a 8% coupon payment on this $1,000. So at the end of year 1, we are going to get $80. Similarly, at the end of year 2, remember this is a 2-year bond. So for 2 years, we are going to receive this coupon payment, right? So at the end of year 2, also we'll receive $80. Now keep in mind, this is a bond, right? And every bond has a maturity time for most part. And in this case, the bond is going to mature in 2 years, meaning at the end of 2 years, we are also going to receive our $1,000 face value back, in addition to the $80 that coupon payment that we have earned on year 2, right? So our task is now to value these cash flows, that is $80 after 1 year and 80 plus $1,000 after 2 years. Now obviously we cannot add 80 plus this 80 plus 1,000 because these cash flows are occurring at different point in time. The way we are going to value this 80 cash flow is going to be different than the way we are going to value this 80, which is going to occur after 2 years. Because this $80 is going to be discounted for 1 year at the rate of return that we want. So we want a 10% return, and so that's 0.1, and it's going to be discounted for 1 year, so it's to the power 1. Whereas this $80 will be discounted at the rate of 10% for 2 years, right? Because it's going to occur after 2 years. And so is the case with this $1,000, which is going to come to us after 2 years. So that's $1,000 discounted at the rate of 0.1 for 2 time periods, in this case 2 years. So the present value of this future $80 after 1 year, when you do the math, will come out to 72.72. So an $80 after 1 year is the same as 72.72 $80.72 today, or the present value of this $80 is $72.72. What is the present value of this $80? Well, it's going to be discounted for 2 time period because it's going to occur after 2 years, and that value is going to be even lower than the earlier one, which is $66.11. So notice, though this is 80 and this is also 80, in present value terms, this 80 is valued far higher than this 80 because this 80 is occurring 2 years down the road, and hence it's valued lower than the 80 that is going to occur after 1 year. Right? And when you do this math of the present value of 1000, we would end up getting 826.45. So a financial investment called a bond, which is going to generate $80 after 1 year and $80 after 2 years and $1,000 after 2 years, the present value of that bond is, when you add these numbers up, you get 965.28, and this will be the price of the bond today.